everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Lucy in Colorland, and today I'm ready to show you my coloring results for the month of October 2025. So I have 5 completed pages, a bunch of whips, and I also started my recoloring challenge, so I will show you some of the progress. And now let me grab all of this and we will start with works in progress. So the first one is Creepy Kawaii Halloween, and I bought this book specifically for the upcoming Halloween season, but to be honest, it was a real challenge for me because I just realized that it's very difficult for me to color this kind of cute illustrations. So the same issue happened last month with my new book Bunnies and Dragons, because it's pretty similar art style, the same issue I have with Lulu Maya's books. So yeah, I'm still in my way to find the proper color and style in these books. So let me show you what I did. So it's just the start of this page. So I used my alcohol markers. It's a mix of Copic and Ohuhu markers. So yeah, I just made this background and the moon, and it was easy, but I don't know, I can't feel this page yet. So yeah, I'm trying to find the color and style for this kind of books. So I'm not sure if I should use only alcohol markers or should I add some shading with my pencils. I don't really want to cover black lines because they are pretty thick in these books. So yeah, I will continue experimenting because I really like those illustrations. I don't know. I still need to try it more. So yeah, that's my little progress in this book. It was Kawaii, Creepy Kawaii Halloween. The next work in progress is in Moon Valley by Maria Trolle, and this is this page. It's not autumnal, it's not Halloweeny, but I felt like I wanted to color this one. So I found an inspirational picture on Pinterest with very interesting color palette. So usually when it comes to this kind of ponds with lotuses, I usually have a very good color combination. I usually color water with some kind of dark turquoise shades, and my lotuses usually are pale pink or a little bit like yellowish. But I found a very beautiful picture. It's more like, you know, like very gentle, cute one. So I wanted to try this color palette. So I created this background, very unusual bright colors for the water. I usually do not color water like this, but yeah, I'm very curious to try. So I'm really proud of this work in progress because I managed to create all of this with my old Marco Refined and Marco Manga colored pencils. They're cheap and yeah, they don't really blend, but yeah, it was pretty easy to do in this particular book. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this progress. Hopefully I will be able to complete it very soon. So it was my work in progress in Moon Valley by Maria Trolle. Now I finally started coloring in my Fairy Tale Worlds by Maria Trolle. So I wanted this book very badly, and usually when I like one of my books too much, I'm afraid to start coloring in it because I don't want to spoil anything. So yeah, it's been waiting for a while for me to start coloring in it. And finally, I started this page and I'm really pleased with how it's turning out. So here I completed background and this branches with this tiny flowers, and I based everything else with my Tombow dual brush pens and Crayola super tips. So basically I just need to add some shading to this phone and to this beautiful girl. Overall, I really like the process. I also mapped some colors on this side of the page because I want to make them cohesive. And I'm still thinking maybe I will be able to record the process of coloring her hair, because a few people asked me to show how I color hair in Maria Trolle's books. Yeah, but overall I'm really pleased with this page. I try to use some kind of muted colors, you know, to create this Middle Ages atmosphere or something. So yeah, really like it. So it was Fairy Tale Worlds by Maria Trolle. And the last work in progress is in Botanical Wonderland by Rachel Reynard. And this page is almost completed. So I won't show you this page very close, you know. I won't share any details. So it will be just a quick sneak peek. But I want to show you this page completed in the next monthly report. So this is the page I'm working on. Okay, and now let's move to my recoloring challenge. So for the first part of my recoloring challenge, I decided to work on this 3 books, and I already started working on those pages, so let me show you some details. The first one is Nature's Magic by Stratton Peterson, and here I'm working on this raven or blackbird. So what I did here, I erased some colors because I want to base everything with my Crayola super tips here, and I created this dark green background with my watercolors. So when I tried it in this corner, it worked very well, but when I started working in this like bigger areas, I realized that watercolors, they don't really work in this book. Or maybe this is just me because I am far away from an expert when it comes to watercolors. So I really tried my best to create this background. Actually, I like this effect because I wanted to create this dark, mystical atmosphere. So yeah, it still works, but I don't like that this page, it's like wrinkled. Yeah, but overall, it's not that bad. So yeah, I believe everything will be fine with this one. So yeah, the next step is to base everything with my Crayola super tips, and then add some shading and highlights with colored pencils. The next book is Tales from the Witch's Cottage by Hannah Karlzon, and here I have this page. It looks very weird for now, but let me explain just a little bit. So again, I created this dark background with my granulating watercolors. Again, I don't know how to work with this kind of medium, so please don't judge me too much. So yeah, I did my best to create this background, and then I based everything with my Crayola Super Tips. And here I also use some metallic markers. So I want to create kind of old jewelry effect here. So yeah, when I add shading and highlights to her hair, I promise it will look much better. Now it doesn't have enough contrast, of course, but yeah, I have a plan, trust me. So yeah, that's my progress with this one. And the last page is in Flora by Maria Trolle, and this is this illustration. So I tried to erase this background because I want to make a night scene here, but this kind of crayons, they are very like waxy, so I wasn't able to do that. So I decided to cover this background with my acrylic paints. So the only thing I did here, I erased some colors because again, I'm planning to base all of these flowers and leaves with my water-based markers. So yeah, that's the last one from Flora by Maria Trolle. Now we are moving to completed pages for October 2025. Alright, so the first completed page is in Star Wars Coloring by Numbers, and I asked my husband to pick one of the pages for me to color in this book, and of course he picked the funniest picture, I believe, in this book, and yeah, one of the most funny character in this universe, I believe. So this is Jar Jar Binks, and yeah, I really enjoyed the process. It's pretty simple. The only challenge is to mix my acrylic paints to get appropriate colors. I'm not sure if I managed to do that. I mean, I don't think my colors are the same as original ones, but it still looks good, so I don't care about that. So I consider this book as a book just to relax, and yeah, don't care a lot about my color choices and so on. So yeah, very simple page, but I enjoyed the coloring process very much. So here I used my folk art acrylic paints. So it was Star Wars Coloring by Numbers. The next page is in Lost Ocean by Johanna Basford. This is Ukrainian edition of this book. And here I completed the left part of this double page spread. So I completed this one a long time ago in 2023. So I decided to color the left side of the page. Yeah, and here, I mean, it's definitely not my best work. It's too colorful, and maybe this frame I added, it's too bright for this page. But anyway, I always try to, you know, to find some positive things in everything, so I like this page anyway. So here I used very cheap Crayola colored pencils for background. Then I used my colored pencils for all this fish and jellyfish and this crab. Then a lot of Sakura Moonlight for covering black lines and this neon yellow. And why I decided to add this background at all, because I started coloring this page, and the paper in this book is very, very thin, so some of dark blue lines, they just bleed through, and I needed to cover this white background with my acrylic paint. And then I decided to add this frame with my washi tapes. So yeah, it's too colorful. A lot of things is going on this page. But yeah, it's nice to have a double page spread completed in this book. So yeah, that's my completed page in Lost Ocean by Johanna Basford. Okay, so this is the page I'm really proud of. So I decided to start coloring in Tales from the City Among the Stars by Hannah Karlzon. And I remember when this book was released, I didn't find it interesting from the first sight, but now when I get it, I just changed my mind. I really like this steampunk style, and actually a lot of illustrations here, they remind me about some fantasy books I love to read. So I was really, really inspired, and I colored this page first, and it was super enjoyable process. I don't know, I didn't think too much about this page. I don't know, it was just, I colored it intuitively, and I colored it pretty fast. For me, like for 2 evenings maybe, it's super fast. Yeah, and the result, I just love it. Probably one of my favorite completed pages ever. So let me share some details. So I used soft pastel for the background, 4 different shades. So I started with this light like bluish purple and yellow, and then I just dipped these shadows from the corner. So then I based practically everything with my Tombow dual brush pens and Crayola super tips, and here I used some pale shades of purple and brown because I wanted to create this steampunk style. And I based those feathers with just plain gray Crayola super tips. And then I used my Derwent Graphitint, if I'm not mistaken, to add these kind of shades of green and purple and brown. And I really like this effect. For her hair, I used, so I based it with my Crayola, then I added some shades with my colored pencils, but then I used my acrylic paints to make it, you know, like flowing. So yeah, it looks very nice. On her shirt, I used washi tapes, and this particular one really suits this illustration with these planets. Yeah, Here I try to create kind of textile texture. So I just, added some mini dots everywhere. I started with dark ones and then white on top. Then I decided to add this title here. Just, I don't know, to fill this space. And you can see some shiny stars on her headphones, or I don't know, antennas. Yeah, so oh, and magical wand is also shiny. So yeah, it was actually pretty easy coloring process, very enjoyable, very inspiring. Yeah, and this is, yeah, definitely one of my favorite pages I've ever colored. So it was my completed page from Tales from the City Among the Stars by Hannah Karlzon. And then I was so inspired with that previous one, so I decided to continue working in Hannah's books, and I completed another one in Midnight Masquerade. And this is a very unusual technique for me. So again, I found a few inspiring pictures on Pinterest, but they were just kind of collages, with these different textures on the background, and I decided to use something similar here. And this page, it was colored by the previous owner, and now I just want to show you the previous version of this page. So it was totally different colors, and the main challenge was to erase that green color, because I wanted to use blue and pink combination here. But yeah, it wasn't that simple. So for some parts of this page, I used my acrylic paints to cover that green color. So yeah, but let me share some details about my version. So I used my full card acrylic paints for background. Then I used all possible things from my office desk and I don't know, from my storage to create this texture. So I used some leads and even glows to add these little patterns for the background. Then I splashed some dark dots to the background, and then I used some of my stickers. These are about Alice in Wonderland, so yeah, I used some of them. So this heart, this kind of wavy line, and this sticker, of course. Yeah, then I tried to base everything with my water-based markers, her hair, her outfit. The most difficult part was this kind of frill, if I'm not mistaken. It's called frill. And here I used my white acrylic paint to cover those previous colors, and then with my colored pencils I made these shadows here. Yeah, so it's difficult to say what kind of mediums I use, because I used all of them: acrylic paints, water-based markers, a bunch of different colored pencils, Prismas, Faber-Castell Albert Durers, then again some acrylic paints to cover black lines and create this very smooth effect for her hair and this frill. And of course a lot of Sakura Moonlight for covering black lines. Yeah, but this is something very unusual and new for me. I've never tried this kind of, you know, like a scrapbooking technique here, but I believe for this particular page, and actually for this book, it really suits. So really proud of this page, and it was my first completed page in Midnight Masquerade by Hannah Karlzon. And the last completed page for October is from A Court of Thorn and Roses. This is official coloring book, and I started this page a while ago, but it's, I believe, the most detailed page I've ever colored. So I can't tell you how much time I spent coloring all those details. But the final result is just amazing. I'm so proud of it because it's like a real, you know, award to see this page completed. I couldn't create mythical, dark atmosphere here. It's not just my style. I can't color creepy kind of illustrations, so I always make them bright. So that's what happened here, but I really try to create nice composition. So I try to put the same colors in the different parts of the page to make them cohesive, to make this composition look nice. Yeah, but the main challenge was the amount of details on this page. And here I used my alcohol markers to base everything. I believe everything. Yeah. Except for this walls, I believe I used my water-based markers, but yeah. Then all possible colored pencils to shade and highlight everything. Tones of Sakura Moonlights to cover black lines, and even some acrylic paints for this kind of flowers to make them look more realistic. Yeah, but I'm very proud of this one, and I like I like this particular scene in the book. In the book, of course, it seems more creepy, more dark, and mystical, but yeah, I created my own version of this page, and this illustration was dedicated to the regular coloring challenge, Color with Ukraine, and we were coloring all kinds of wizards, sorcerers, witches, etc. So this is my magical creature. It's the Weaver from the Akatar books. And yeah, super proud of this one. Let me show you a little bit closer so you will be able to see all those details I spent my time on. But I'm really proud of this one. So yeah, this is my very first completed page in this book, but it's a very good start. It was A Court of Thorn and Roses official coloring book. Alright guys, so that's all I have to share with you this time. I don't really have too many pages to share, but there were a lot of work last month. So that recoloring challenge, I'm very curious to complete the first part of it. A lot of works in progress, and it's really interesting because I planned to color a lot of spooky things for Halloween, and in the end I don't have any Halloweeny illustrations completed, but that's all right. I just follow my intuition, my inspiration, and yeah, my pages are more bright and cheerful this time. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me today. Please let me know what page do you like most. And yeah, please stay tuned. I will share my recoloring challenge video very soon. And I also I'm planning to record some short coloring tutorials. Yeah, so thank you so much for being with me today. I hope you will enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.